British Columbia. Thank you, Sandy. And I see. You ready? I'm going to do my spiritual romper room. I see Amy and Linda and Anita and Glenn and Sandy and Terry and Mary and John and Susan and Gerald and Nisi. And there's Teresa. And I see and feel you. And Tom, beautiful. That's lovely. Virginia. And Autumn is in the house. And all you beautiful folks that are, your cameras are down. I see Jay and Carol and Allie. Austin, Texas. Woohoo! In the house. And there's BL. Hi, BL. Love that. Showing us your beautiful face. Thank you, Susan. No problem. That's okay. All good. So good to be with you. So nice to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our beautiful loving room. Hey there, Autumn. Is that your mama? Hi, Mom. So we have Autumn's mom is with us. And she is with us from hospice. So we just surround Autumn and we surround her mom in love. Hi. And there's Shoshana. I thought I saw David, but maybe I'm imagining. And say, hey. All right. So we just are here in Minnesota. Minnesota's in the house. Yay. So I'm happy to see you all. It's been an active week, yes. Who here in Michigan's in the house? Who here is going to be in Austin? Who's going to represent the prayer circle in Austin this weekend? Autumn is, yay! I will be with you in spirit. I will be officiating my young family friends transition. So I will not be at the event in Austin physically. Hi, Carlene and Sarah. It's so good to see all of you here. Barbara, hi, Karen. Yes, a dream is a wish your heart makes while you are sleeping. So as we enter into this prayer field, I would love to hear, my friends, what are you grateful for today? I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for this beautiful community. I'm grateful for prayer. There's Judy. I see Judy and Wendy. What are you grateful for? Let's just write it down in the comments. Let me hear what's on your heart today. Feel free to just beautiful. Aw, yes, I'm grateful for beautiful opportunities, friendship, cat's health. Yes, all of that for sure. Oh, great, Wendy. I love that. Beautiful. Yes, me too, Gerald. Yes, that's lovely. Thank you. Well, I thank you for being here because I was thinking about this earlier this afternoon, and I was thinking, isn't this our second Thanksgiving that we are going to be sharing and our second Christmas and all the holidays? Yes, I see John's head shaking. Yes. I see Wendy's shaking. Yes. I think that's pretty astounding. Sandy's saying yes. I think that is pretty amazing that we've been together this is our second. Amy's shaking. Yes. Like our second Thanksgiving. And then we're going to move into the holidays. And then the new year, like whoop, whoop, whoop. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your contributions. Truly, truly, truly. This is a heart-centered, a heart-supported, soul-supported prayer circle. No corporate sponsors. It's you, baby. So I really appreciate your yes, Amy, we are. Absolutely. Well, Karen, you're here, and that's awesome. So let's soak up every moment. I wish you were here more too. And oh, that reminds me. I want to make sure that I announce this. So next Sunday, I will not be available at 5 p.m. And so I wanted to take like a little poll, and you can put it in the chat box. My thought was that we can meet at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you can do that, put in the chat a yes or a no, because I will not be available. I see thumbs up from Brenda, yes from Elaine, Carly, Sandy, Terry, Gerald. I saw no, Shirley, Susan. Okay. All right. Yes, yes, no. Okay. Yes. Yes. Well, I will make sure that they're awesome. It seems like we're getting more yeses. Yes, I will remind you for sure. Yeah, thank you, Amy. Thank you for thinking of us. So you'll join in consciousness, as we say. So, okay, great. So what I will do is I'll make sure that that link goes out probably. Okay. Probably is better than not at all. And if you can't be here, you'll have the recording. So not a problem at all. 10 a.m. Yes. 10 a.m. Pacific time is when we'll meet. So that'll be great. All right. So great. So I'm seeing a lot. And I know that there's some European folks, and 10 a.m. that next Sunday will certainly be good for them. So that we'll have some of our European brothers and sisters here as we continue to just ripple out this powerful prayer vibe into the ethers and seeing. I think what's really amazing, what I have learned throughout my years of being in the transformational field is that there's nothing that's lost, no energy is lost in this beautiful multi-dimensional multiverse that we live in. And so that means that the prayers that we pray every week, they are being made manifest. I mean, if you look around and you see Cheryl is doing so many interviews brilliantly, beautifully, representing MAHA. We're seeing, all of the amazing things that that RFKJr is doing. The MAHA Action Group is just beautiful. Yes, I encourage you to get her book. The MAHA mission is just expanding. Now it's in Europe. So the thing about working with the invisible is you may not see it in the exact way that you think would be evidence, but we're seeing evidence, right? Do you get what I'm saying? We're literally, we have been meeting, most of us have been meeting since the very first Sunday in February of 2023. And look at what's happening. So if there's any question about whether these prayers that we are doing together are having an impact, if you in your moment, if something's happening and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's really, what is it, Matt? Think about, take a moment and look around and see what's happening. And you will see evidence of all that you have contributed, the energy, the time, your donations, your presence. It's really beautiful. So I acknowledge you all for showing up week after week so diligently, so devotedly, devoted not only to RFKJr and the mission that he is on, but also to MAHA and also to each other. Because if you widen the lens and you think about the power of prayer and you think about each and every person that's here, it's like baking a cake. And each week we come together and we bake a cake. Now, of course, when life happens, certainly things happen. But if there's an ingredient that's missing, even if somebody says, oh, it doesn't really matter, it's just like a pinch of salt. But that pinch of salt makes a difference. You make a difference. I really want you to get that. Like, you make a difference. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you continue to bring into this beautiful field as we continue to pray together and be together and rejoice together and hold each other in prayer. So I'm going to read something to you and then we're going to move into prayer. And this is a great opportunity right now for you to put into the comment box your declarations. What is it that you are declaring that you would like to experience? And what is it that you're holding for RFK Jr. for the mission of MAHA and each other? And please, feel free to spread the word about our prayer circle and what we're doing here, because we're up to really powerful, great things in the midst of things that are happening. Never underestimate a group of devoted people that have joined together in united state of consciousness, making a difference, standing for love, standing for peace, standing for unity, which doesn't mean sameness. It means that we find a place to meet in common ground. We hold that space. We hold these truths. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm looking at your perseverance. Yes. Strength, tenacity, commitment, open up. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful. Powerful. Always. Mm-hmm. Yes. Love it. Mm-hmm. I love that, Carlene. That's great. Yes. Yes. It's always so interesting to me when I hear people railing against their freedom of speech being removed. And I think about what happened to so many people, including myself, videos taken down, not being able to publish in a certain place. Just, it's like, oh, okay, good to know. So we don't get in there with them, right? Like, it's like you can't teach a pig to dance. They won't learn, and it pisses off the pig. Excuse my language. So I'm not saying that people are pigs, but I'm giving you an analogy, a metaphor for that. So I have this wonderful poem, and then we're going to just continue, and it's by a gentleman named Edgar A. Guest. And this is what it's called, Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low but the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many failures turn about when we might have won had we stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, this silver tint of the clouds of doubt. You can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. You may have heard, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle, right? And what you're seeking is on the other side of discomfort, or when you stay, you just grow. There's something that happens. I heard Tony Robbins say something at one of his talks, and he said, life, there's two ways. You're either growing or dying. So we're growing, right? And death is definitely a part of life. It's a process. But if you're in a place in your life where you don't feel like you're growing, then what are you here to rebirth, right? If you're in a relationship and you're not growing or growing together, what is it that you're seeking to rebirth? If something is coming up for you in your life, right? You get that? So it's about growing. It's really and truly not about staying static. It's not about just hunkering down and staying in the same place. It's about continually growing and thriving and unfolding and loving, I really, really, really believe that so much of life is about loving. First, loving yourself, then loving God, then loving each other. And sometimes there will be the most intense experiences and personalities that will show up in your life to bring you back to, what is this here to teach me? What am I here to learn from this? So we get to each week come back again and again to this prayer meeting to be reminded to strengthen our faith. Do you know what I heard faith is? And I love this so much, and I've been saying it for years. Find answers in the heart. Your heart is the gateway to the divine. Yes, you can think your way into right action, and your heart, you feel it when your heart is aligned, because it's about alignment. It's not about acquiescing. It's about aligning with your heart's desire, with what is on your heart to be expressed. And each person has a unique curriculum. We may all come together with a united cause, but each of us has a unique curriculum. I'm so glad you like that, Mabel. So let us move into our hearts. Let us move into this global heart of the Sunday prayer circle. And you're welcome. And anchor, align ourselves with the deepest truth of our being that no one can ever take away from us. So get comfortable. I'm getting a little chilly, so I'm just going to put on my overcoat. Oh, good. I don't have this. So let's just move into the heart, taking a deep breath in. And when I say move into the heart, when you close your eyes and you bring your awareness to the inside of your eyelids and you feel your awareness inside of you, you can really and truly move your awareness consciously and intentionally to your heart center and feel your focus, your energy gathering at your heart center. And imagine that you are being breathed through your heart. We just take a moment of silence, sending out prayers and love to anyone, anywhere who might be going through a difficult time. Anyone, anywhere who doesn't have the freedom or the privilege to come together and pray, to sit in a room that is safe to close their eyes in. We just pause in this moment and we bring into our awareness the gratitude for our freedom, for our privilege, for this beautiful prayer circle, for RFKJr, for prayer, for God. Recognizing that in the midst of this gratitude for the breath that is breathing my lungs, for the presence that is beating my heart, for the way that my body works without any instruction from me, for the sound of children laughing, for the air that is just wafting across my face, for the music that I hear in the background, for the beautiful souls gathered in this magnificent prayer circle. My heart is overflowing for gratitude, and I recognize that in the midst of all of this, God is this infinite, invisible presence called by so many names in so many different languages, and even by those who cannot speak or hear. God, knows each and everyone's heart. God is right here, right now, as my life and the life of each and every person in this magnificent, sacred circle. And in this awareness of the allness and the fullness and the oneness of this presence and love without any agenda, without any condition, it is so easy for me to speak this word, blessing each and every person who said yes to be awake and aware at this time in history, each and every person who is here in this moment praying together, and each and every person who has ever entered into our prayer circle and holding the space for anyone who will be joining us, knowing absolutely and resolutely that this configuration of souls who have come together this evening may be different next time, but each and every soul is touched by the love of God, by the divine presence that can only know itself by means of expressing itself through each and every person. So I bless each and every person here and give great thanks for their yes, for their surrender over and over and over again to being open, receptive channels of love, of peace, of truth, of grace, of health, of vitality, of vibrancy, calling forth wholeness, calling forth healing, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, religiously. That if there is anything in anyone's heart, mind, or spirit that is needing tending to, I call forth the loving arms of God. I call forth the tender sweetness of this divine presence, holding them, rocking them, helping them to know that they are never, ever alone, that this infinite presence so loved itself that it recreated itself and calls itself by their names. I know that each and every person is divinely guided, guarded, protected, directed, sustained, and maintained. That their steps are ordered by the Lord, the great law of life. And so I just call forth grace and ease in all of their affairs. I call forth clarity and soundness of mind. I call forth healings. I call forth harmony within themselves, with their relations, with their communities. Most of all, I call forth the absolute steadfastness of knowing that they are a divine emanation of the Most High God, here to reveal and reflect the talents, the skills, the grace, the beauty of God through and as their very life, that no other person can move them from that place. So as they walk forward in the direction that their heart is guiding them, they are held, they are loved, they are guided. They live in the thriving consciousness. And knowing that this is so, I speak a special word for RFKJr, knowing that as he continues to stand firm and stand rooted in his vision for a world where there is peace, for a world where there are no forever wars, where there is a world where there are no all of those chemicals and toxins and dyes and foods that go into mothers and children and fathers and citizens of the United States and the world, calling forth people that are supported in their recovery. And really, it's recovering their humanity. So blessing RFKJr as he continues to swim in the waters that are DC and anywhere else, just knowing that he is absolutely divinely guided, that as he wakes up every morning and jumps into those shoes on the floor and says, God, use me, he is used, he is guided. So I call forth strength and wisdom and compassion and kindness and steadfastness. And I know that he is guided, guarded, protected by this infinite invisible presence, by the secret service and the sacred service. And I know the ancestors are with him. So I know that he is held held, and we hold him high in prayer. I bless all of his relationships, calling forth harmony, calling forth the ability for people to hear and see. I call forth a tsunami of support for RFK Jr. in a way that has never before been experienced or realized. I bless his relationship with his children, blessing Finn and Kik and Kira and Aiden and Bobby 3, just calling forth health and vitality and joy and exuberance, blessing Cheryl and their marriage, just calling forth continued love and peace and joy, blessing Cheryl. She continues to experience the fulfillment of her creativity, blessing her book, blessing Kat, blessing Amaryllis and blessing the kids, blessing the mission of MAHA and Tony Lyons and Sayer G and Leland and all of the other people that are stepping out in such beautiful ways. Kelly and Vani Hari and all of them, you know who I'm talking about, Russell Brand, all the people that are taking a stand because it is setting off a wildfire of awakening. And I'm declaring that any single person who or group that attempts to stand in the way of this progress is just bowled over by the support. They just dissolve. It's just dissolved back into its no thingness. And I bless this Mama Earth. I just call forth care of the earth, and I bless all the regenerative farmers. I bless the ones that come to mind, Stephen Jarvis and Molly Engelhart and Common Ground, Gabe Brown, and so many other people, Holistic Hilda, all the people, including people here that are continuing to take a stand for a world that is better, for a world where there is vibrance and vitality and healthy crops, and a world where violence has no place and love leads the way. And I'm not talking about greeting card love. I'm talking about powerful love that cannot be rent asunder. So I bless each and every person whose names have been mentioned and those that haven't. I bless each and every beautiful soul that is here, knowing that they are so magnificent and that everything that is seeking to be expressed through and as them finds a way so easily. And they live in the field of plenitude and fulfillment. And so as I invite each and every person to end their prayer in the name of all that is holy, in the name of love and God and good, in the name of Yeshua, Yeshua, in the name of all that is. Just pausing for a moment to bring into your heart, mind, anyone you might be holding in prayer, including yourself, knowing that right here, right now, all things are working together for each and every person's highest and greatest good, even when it may not look like it. And knowing that that is so, I simply allow that to be, saying Amen, Amen, Ashe, Aho, Shalom, Salam, Hallelujah, it is done. And so it is. Wow, it got dark. Okay. All right. So I'm going to unmute everybody and we can say bye-bye. And I just want, Autumn, I don't know if you're here, but your mama was in the prayer with us. I just want to let you know that. So here we go. Each and every person can now, you can unmute yourselves.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Blessings.
Thank you, Wendy. Blessings.
Thank you. Namaste.
Hello.
Love and hugs.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Blessings.
Blessings all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Night, night.
Blessings.
Hi,
Blessings
David.
all around.
Okay. Yes. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Right.
Yes. Bye, Vivian.
bless.
Bye, Carlene. Bye,
Peace
Julie.
on.
Bye. Bye, Teresa and Glenn and John and Gerald and Susan and Sandy and Terry. And there's David. I see you, and Autumn and your mama. Bye, Mama. You're in our prayers. And Jay and Anita. and Mabel. I love that name. And Sarah, I see you. And Mary and Elizabeth. Lovely. Carol. All right.
Good
All right.
night.
Till next time,
night.
beautiful souls. Night, night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Bye,
Thank
Elizabeth.
you
Bye,
so
Tom.
much.
Yes.
Namaste.
Okay. Namaste. Namaste. All good. Bye, Linda. All right.
Bye.
Night,
God
night.
bless.
God bless. Bye for now.